friends, welcome to today's session on arithmetic progressions. In this session I am going to discuss the basic concepts of arithmetic progression so that you are able to solve the exercise problems quickly and efficiently. So before starting off with the concepts, let's look at the following series. I have written here 4 series. First, second, third and 4 series are there. I want you to find out if there is any pattern in this series. For example, let us look at the first series 1, 4, 9, 16, 25 and so on. Here we see that all the first 5 numbers are the squares of 5 natural numbers, first 5 natural numbers. And the sixth number will be 6 square, that is equal to 36. So there is a pattern in this series. Coming to the second one, 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on. This is a set of even numbers, right? So after 8 we will get 10. And the next third one, 3, 6, 12, 24 and so on. So 6 is 3 into 2 is 6, 6 2 is 12, 12 2 is 24 and 24 2 is 48. So here I am getting each number by multiplying with the previous number with 2. So this is one kind of pattern. And coming to the last series, what is the pattern here? 4, 7, 10, 13 and so on. So I am adding plus 3 to 4 to get 7. And 7 plus 3 is 10 and 10 plus 3 is 13 and so on. So here I am adding a fixed number of plus 3 to each number to get the next number. And arithmetic progression is also a type of pattern. What is arithmetic progression? It is a type of pattern in which I add a fixed constant to a previous term to get the next term. So what do I mean by that? Look at the last example here. 4, 7, 10, 13 and so on. Here I am adding plus 3 to each number to get the next number, right? So this is called an arithmetic progression. Here this common difference 3 is denoted with the letter D. For example, 7 minus 4 is 3, 10 minus 7 is equal to 3, 13 minus 10 is equal to 3. So this difference is constant, right, across two consecutive terms in this arithmetic progression. This constant difference is called common difference. And it is denoted with the letter D. And the first number in the series is denoted with the letter A. First term of the series is denoted with the letter A. And each number in this series is called term. And this will be first term, second term, third term, fourth term. For notation, usually we use 4 as 4, 7, 10, 13, right? This is the series, right? We have found out that this is an arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression in short form we call this as AP. AP means arithmetic progression. So here this is 4 is the first term, right? First term becomes A1, A2, A3, A4 and it goes on. So here 1 represents the number of the term and A1 is the term itself. Now I have the values of A and D, right? I have A and D. Can I write the series now? Can I write the arithmetic progression using A and D? Yes, I can write the series. How does the series look like? Let's look at this. It starts with A and D is added to A to get the second term, A plus D, and then we will add plus D to second term to get the third term, that becomes A plus 2D, and then plus D becomes A plus 3D and it goes on. So this is how the series looks like given A and D values. So this is A1, this is A2, this is A3, this is A4 and it goes on. Here again, do you observe a pattern? A2 is A plus D, right? A3 becomes A plus 2D. A4 becomes A plus 3D. The number here is 1 less than the number of the term. So that is the pattern I want you to observe. So what will be A64? A64 becomes A plus 63D. In a similar way, if there is a term called AN, nth term, what will be AN? AN becomes A plus n minus 1 into D. AN becomes A plus n minus 1 into D. Here A is the first term, D is the common difference, n is the number of terms, and an is the nth term in the arithmetic progression. So what is the use of this formula? We can use this formula in lot of places. For example, take this series itself, 4, 7, 10, 13 and so on. I want to find out the 100th term in this series. We can't keep calculating all the 99 terms to get the 100th term, right? Instead, we can use this formula to calculate A100. A100 is equal to 4 plus 100 minus 1 into D is 3. So this is the formula we can use to calculate the 100th term quickly. But did you get a question? Why are we studying arithmetic progressions? What is the use of arithmetic progressions for us? There are a lot of day-to-day applications for arithmetic progressions. For example, I am constructing a building, right? It has 10 stories. 10 floors. And the basement costs around 1 lakh and each additional floor costs rupees 50,000. And I wanted to find out what is the cost of constructing the 10th floor in this building. So I can use this formula to calculate the cost of 10th floor in this building, arithmetic progression. It is a kind of arithmetic progression. And one more example is, imagine that I am digging a well and the first meter of digging the well costs rupees 200 and with each meter it increases by rupees 50. So what will be the cost of digging a 20 meters well? Again, I can solve this using the arithmetic progressions formulae. So this is the advantage of learning progressions, and also you get these concepts you can use these concepts in solving the problems in competitive exams. For example, when you are applying for new job or when you are applying for higher studies, you can use these formulae for cracking the exams. Now we found out where are we? We were at an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. So this is one important formula. Exercise 5.1 and 5.2 are completely based on this formula. An is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Now there is one more key formula in this chapter, which is the sum of the first n terms of the series. So what do I mean by this again? Here I have written a plus d, a plus 2d, a plus 3d and a plus and so on, right? So I wanted to find out the sum of this series. What do I mean by that? Sn is equal to a plus d plus a plus 2d plus a plus 3d plus and so on a plus n minus 1 into d. This is what I am trying to find out. This is a1, this is a2, this is a3, this is a4 and this is an. So Sn gives the sum of the first n terms of the arithmetic progression. So what is the formula for Sn? There is a formula for Sn which you can use quickly to calculate the sum of the terms of the arithmetic progression. So Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So here n is the number of terms, a is the first term, d is the common difference. We know these terms, right? And if, for example, let us imagine I am calculating the sum of the 100 terms of this arithmetic progression. 4, 7, 10, 13. This AP is there, right? I want to find out the sum of the first 100 numbers in this arithmetic series, in this arithmetic progression series. So what do? I'll calculate S100 is equal to n is 100 by 2 into 2a, a is 4 plus 100 minus 1 is 99 into d is 3. That is equal to 100 by 2 into 4 2 is 8 plus 297. That is equal to 100 by 2 into 305. That is equal to 305. 100 divided by 2. 2 1s are 2. 2 5s are 10. 2 2s are 4. 2 5s are 10. So 15,250 is the answer. So this is how we have found out the sum of the first 100 terms of this series quickly using the formula. I have found out the sum of this 100 terms of this series using this formula Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 d. Hope this session is clear. It is useful to go through this session completely before jumping into the solving of questions. And there are a lot of other videos which help you solve the questions in the exercises. You can refer to those videos for more problems, solved problems in the exercises. Until then, see you. Bye bye.